guys, it's Ahmer here. So today I have another video from the Too Many Games video game convention. In this video, I scored so many toys and vintage items that are just not related to video games. So all of this stuff is another haul from the Too Many Games video game convention that happened October 8th through the 10th in Pennsylvania. So let's go ahead and see all of the too many toys that I scored. So a lot of these items I was actually not even looking for, and I just went a little bit crazy looking for some amazing items at this awesome video game convention. So even though I didn't score too many games at the Too Many Games convention, I scored too many toys. So in this video I have tons of really awesome toys ranging from Sonic the Hedgehog, Pokemon, Mario, Earthworm Jim, Real monsters, and just the list goes on. So as I was walking around booth to booth, I noticed that a lot of the vendors had a bunch of toys kind of mixed in with the video games. So it wasn't just a video game convention. They had so much stuff there, as you saw in the previous video, where I kind of did an overview of everything, all of the different rows, and the whole room dedicated to all of the vendors and tables that they had kind of set up in the booths. So of course, as I was going around, I noticed that there were tons of vintage toys. Some were at this amazing section that I just had so much fun at, and it turned out that the person who was running this booth was actually related to my cousins. So I thought that that was really cool. So of course, as I was going around, I saw a bunch of little toys. I saw some larger ones, so we'll just jump into it. So of course, I saw this little booth that had tons of little toys. And of course we have this right here for Rugrats, we have Angelica, and this is this little toy car. So I thought that this was a pretty cool item to go ahead and add to this little collection upstairs that I'm growing, where I have tons of these Nickelodeon characters and just these Rugrats characters. And along with that booth, I actually saw some really awesome things. So one in particular, we'll just jump into this. We actually have this Sonic the Hedgehog. This is Sonic Mountain Quest. So right here, this is a similar box art to that really awesome electronic Sonic the Hedgehog pinball machine that I previously showed off in another video. I just love that thing. And this thing is kind of like a pinball machine, but it's more of like this puzzle, and it has this magnetic ball where you start here, you have to work your way by hitting this little push button, kind of going through all of this. It has all of these magnet effects to it. You just kind of work your way up, and then of course it goes right here. So this is so cool, and I just could not believe it in person because this thing definitely shocked me. I never saw it when I was a kid. This was actually my cousin's cousin, and he actually had this from his childhood, so I was very thrilled to add this one to my personal collection and just kind of try this thing out. And then once I put the battery in there, I was just blown away. So I have to go ahead and get a video on this thing a little bit close up. Of course, show it off with that electronic pinball machine that I got, that cool Sonic the Hedgehog one, kind of compare the box art. So if you guys would like to see that video, just let me know in the comments below. But this thing is actually so cool. So of course, when you take it out of this box, it actually looks like this. So right here, once you turn it on, this little crank right here, it kind of starts here, it goes up, kind of goes around. There's a bunch of moving parts on here. There's even like this magnet effect here, and then of course there's even like this magnet that kind of brings it up to the top. So this is actually really cool, and see, you can see that the magnet is working, and then of course it would just move. So this thing's actually a really cool puzzle. It has a cool design to it. Of course, you get 100 points if you make it up to the top. So of course, as you're going around with this beautiful artwork, it says Sonic Enterprises Limited 1991, Sega Enterprises Limited 1992. So this is actually really sweet. It has all of these different Sonic the Hedgehog characters on here and some of these other things. It's just really neat to kind of see all of this stuff together with a little ball, and then on the back side here you have this little slot where you put in the battery. So I thought that this was really cool. I didn't know what it was, and I was definitely thrilled to add it to my personal collection. So I have to find a spot somewhere, probably down here, even though that this is a toy, just because of the box art style. It is related to video games, and I do have a whole little Sonic shelf area, so this will definitely look great. Do you guys remember this from back in the day? Did anyone play with this? And have you guys seen this before? So of course, at that same place, they had a few other items as well. So of course, I just love seeing that old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle artwork. So this right here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's complete in the package. It says handy light with glow-in-the-dark hang hook. Handy light hangs two ways, with double face tape enclosed, or with molded in thumbtack or nail holes. Complete with long life battery. So you have this little flashlight right here that just kind of hangs on this little hook. And of course you have some of the characters on here. You have Donatello, and then you have Michelangelo. So this is just a beautiful little artwork style carded piece. Just some other weird thing that they just slapped a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle kind of little sticker on, and another sticker, and they hoped that it would sell, and of course it did. So definitely thrilled to add this one to the collection upstairs with all of my other turtle stuff. And I am trying to get a really cool display of that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shelf that I have upstairs. I definitely expanded it from 3 or 4 shelves to a bunch more. So stay tuned, because I will be doing a little video kind of overviewing my entire turtle collection now. Then right here they have some magnets. So I love this artwork. Has the same carded background as some of the figures. It says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Heroes in a Half Shell, real magnets. So of course we have Leonardo and we have Raphael. So this is really sweet to have. And I was definitely thrilled because it says one good turtle deserves another. Watch for the totally insane Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV show. Collect all 4. So this is really sweet. And I was also thrilled to see that. They did have some other really cool items, like this weird knockoff Batman skateboarding figure that they had. They just had so many cool Mortal Kombat, huge statues, some Pee Wee Herman stuff, and just the list goes on. So of course, I ended up working another deal, and I scored this right here from this table for a really cool deal. And this is definitely pretty sweet. So of course we have all of these Pokemon characters, and it's kind of on this base right here, this brown base. You have this Game Boy. Looks like the characters are kind of emerging out of the screens, and then you have this Game Boy Advance on top. So of course we have Pikachu, we have Charizard. You have this backpack here with this Pokeball, this little Pokédex. You just kind of have everything emerging through here. And this is just so cool. It even has this little cartridge. Of course, it has some more stuff in here that you could go ahead and add on to this little display piece. So I thought that this thing was beautiful. I can't wait to get it out of this packaging, get it on a display shelf, probably upstairs, as I do have a little Pokemon area. So this thing is just so beautiful. Or maybe I'll keep it down here because I do have a lot of these Game Boys. Just not sure where to put it, but I can't wait to get it out of the package, kind of show it off, as this thing is just a beautiful piece and it looks really awesome. Then of course, as I went around, I found some more toys, tons of little ones as well. So in this one area, they kind of had a deal where if you bought one, you get a deal if you buy more than one. So I decided to pick up this little toy from back in the day. It's this little rolling toy, and this is Earthworm Jim. So I thought that this was really cool, and this says 1995, I believe, on it, and I'm not sure where this was from. Probably one of those Happy Meal toys or Burger King toys or something. So this is really sweet to have. And then there were tons of these Mario characters. So of course these are all probably the McDonald's toys. So you have Luigi coming out of this pipe. So this is actually really cool. There was even this Princess Peach we have here with this little background that's kind of like this little holographic style look. Then of course we have Mario with this little block up here that kind of spins. So this is pretty cool. It looks like he's punching the block to see what he gets. And then we have this Mario. Of course it has a little switch on the bottom here, so I'll have to see if I can get that thing working. It says made for McDonald's in 2017, so a lot of them are probably some of these newer style ones. Then we also have this Yoshi, and this thing spins to see what he's actually getting. So this is pretty cool. It says Super Mario on the back. So those will look great on a little display. And then I found some of these toys kind of at the end right here. So I do have some of these little changeables that they had from McDonald's. And this is another part of this set here. So of course you have this little chicken nugget pack. It says 6 pieces. Then of course this character kind of like folds out. And this is one of those little changeables that they have. So I thought that these things are pretty cool. And then of course they have one for the little hot cakes, the pancakes that you used to get back in the day. And then of course everything kind of molds out here. And then you can go ahead and just kind of change it on up. So this will look pretty cool. Some of the others that I have in the set, I believe that this is all that I'm missing to complete that shelf upstairs. Not really too sure though. And of course right here you have this little cheeseburger. And then everything just kind of folds out. So this is definitely pretty sweet that this is like this. So this is pretty cool. And then that's not all that the guy actually had. He had this figure as well. So this is what actually drew me to his little booth where he had all these little changeables at. So this is Real Monsters Dare to Scare. So this one right here apparently is one of the monsters that was not featured. So this one is Werefell. So I'm not really too sure about this character. It says climbs up and down, legs spin, jaws snap. So it looks like this creepy little character. It says collect all, the entire Monster Academy class. You have right here, it even says that this is the Grub Gobbler. And of course there's others. You have Crumb, you have Ickis. You have some of the other characters that I definitely remember from the show. So this is pretty cool to see as well. And this will go great upstairs on my little Nickelodeon shelf that I have that I'm kind of building. And then another cool thing is this little pin. So this looks like a popsicle stick with this little Game Boy. It looks like a bite is taken out of it. I'll have to zoom in for you guys. Forgot, but I did get this at the same booth where we had all of this really cool Pokemon and Sonic the Hedgehog stuff from. And then another table that I actually got some promotional stuff at and some really cool items that I'm going to show in the next video on this convention. They had tons of these Sonic the Hedgehog characters, and then they had the last little Mario one that I needed to complete that original set from McDonald's. So here we have this Goomba character. So I thought that this was pretty cool, and I was so thrilled to see this one. This says 1989 Nintendo of America, and this was definitely one of the McDonald's toys. Then of course we have some Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Happy Meal. This is the Sonic Ball. This is the under 3 toy that they had. So instead of getting the entire set, if you had someone that was underage or under age 3, you would go ahead and get this little kind of child safe toy. So right here, this is Sonic the Hedgehog, a little ball. It says 1993 Sega on it. It says do not inflate. And then we have the whole rest of the toy line here. So of course we have Sonic the Hedgehog. He kind of books into here. And then you click this and it kind of pushes him so that he moves fast. So this one is pretty cool. It says Sonic the Hedgehog 3 on it. Then of course we have some of the other characters. So we didn't actually have Tails. It looks like he might have sold the top part of this. And this little spin toy would just spin Tails. And it says Tails on it. So I'll have to find the top piece. But I was excited to find this little guy. So it's pretty cool to find Knuckles. So I'm very thrilled to add this one. This one was in pretty decent shape with all of the paint and everything on it. And then it had this one as well for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. We have Dr. Robotnik. So once again, this one's in a little cart. And then of course you see the evil Dr. Robotnik kind of gliding through the little car right here. So I thought that this one was pretty neat to add as well. And then probably the last one that I thought was pretty cool. It's this old style little TV. And then it has the Sega Genesis on top with a little controller. And of course it has a little Happy Meal sign on the back. And then you just kind of can spin this so you see a lot of the different characters on here. So this is very cool as well, and I thought that this one was neat just because it actually has a video game console on top. So I was really thrilled about that booth. That was a buddy of mine, and he had some really cool promotional items and other rare items. So I'm very excited to share that in the next video, along with tons of other promo items that I scored. Then of course this last item right here was at a booth where I have met these guys several times. I bought a bunch of turtles from them before, a bunch of Atari games at this little toy show that I went to. So of course I saw this electronic pinball machine. We have Crash Team Racing. So we have Crash Bandicoot right here with some of the characters in the cars. We have this little trophy up here. It says Naughty Dog. And this is an actual little electronic pinball machine. So of course right here, you go ahead and drop this little ball. Kind of goes up, and then you use these little flippers here. So this is just so cool. I love the play field. It has so many characters involved in this. Everyone's kind of racing around, and it's definitely modeled after the game. So this is just so cool. Definitely a weird piece of video game kind of memorabilia here. And then of course it says Crash Team Racing Game 1999 Sony Computer Entertainment America Incorporated, source code 1999 Naughty Dog. Just has some more information on here, and then of course you'll put all of the batteries inside. So I'll definitely have to get another video on this of it actually working and see if it lights up and see how the scoring and everything else works. So if you guys want to see that, just let me know in the comments below as well. But just let me know, have you seen these amazing toys from back in the day? Do you currently own any? And which one of these would have been your favorite in this entire lot that I picked up at the Too Many Games convention? So of course, let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite out of this entire lot of toys here? Do you think this convention could have been called Too Many Toys as well? Because I did find so much stuff included in all of these booths. Tons had not just video games, but actual toys themselves. So which one was your favorite? Did you like that really cool Pokemon display sculpture with the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance? Did you like that Crash Team Racing electronic pinball machine? What about that little Sonic the Hedgehog little magnetic puzzle toy that was kind of similar to the pinball machines? And then, did you like any of these figures? The Sonic the Hedgehog, the Mario figures, the Earthworm Jim, or even that Nickelodeon Ah Real Monsters little figure? Which one did you like the best? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.